Ah yes, you're in the computer lab at school, and you just got done with all of your work. You decide to play some Flash games while you wait for the period to end so you can go home. You go to a Flash games website and click on the old reliable Duck Life. You train your duck up a bit and win some events, and you feel great after playing. Unfortunately, the period has ended and it's time to go home. In the car ride home, you remember the good time you had while playing with your dingus yellow duck. I assume that at least one person had this experience before. Duck Life is one of those games that are long forgotten in our modern times, but strangely a lot of people still remember it. If you thought, oh yeah, I remember, while looking at the thumbnail, my point is proven. And seeing it's been almost 15 years since the first game released, I think I am justified in writing this script. In November 2007, the people at Wix Games decided to release their magnum opus, Duck Life. The main play of the game is simple. You get a duck and race him with other ducks in order to win money so you can save your farm, since it got destroyed by a tornado. In order to make the ducks win races, you gotta train him, and there are 3 ways that you can train your duck in this game. Running, where you jump over logs and rocks in order to increase your speed somehow. Swimming, it's self-explanatory, and my favorite skill, flying. You collect purple coins to fly further, and you can go pretty quick. The races are stupidly easy when you max out your character, but it is fun to watch the ducks hop around at 200 miles per hour. Of course, when you finish the game, there really isn't much else to do. You can always change the duck's color and make your duck look sexy with a new hat. I mean, we got the Redditor, we got the Timmy hat, and of course, we got the Technoblade. Yeah, there really isn't much to do in this game, and it's a given seeing that this is the first Duck Life, but it was a success, and seeing that this single dingus Flash game was at every site, and I suppose even at the time, it was logical for Wix Games to create a bigger and better sequel. In July 2010, Duck Life 2 released with a subtitle, World Champion. Things are getting big real quick. Surprisingly, the game was teased 2 years prior in 2008, so I don't know what happened between then and the release. I guess it has something to do with the cool new game features. Ah yeah, baby, we got the new real-life locations for the races. I mean, we got Egypt, Hawaii, and I think there's that one race in Japan, because of course Japan must come back in everything I do. You got one new skill that you can learn, climbing. When you train in climbing, you climb up a seemingly endless mountain, cave, whatever it's called, for whatever reason. Heck, you even get a level editor. I can't believe Duck Life did the level editor 5 years before Mario Maker. The story is very simple. You are a duck and you see another duck with a crown. You want to get the crown, but you can only get one if you are a champion racer. So suddenly, you have an epiphany. You got to get that crown. You train hard, travel across the world, and after the climactic anime race in Japan, you get the crown for yourself. Duck Life 2 had a big story about traveling across the world, so how did the people at Wix Games top this? Oh, of course, with genetic modification. I'm not sure if this is even legal though. You know it's getting real when Duck Life 3 has the subtitle, Evolution. The story begins with a newspaper telling us the good news about how a farmer invents genetically modified ducks. Ethics and morals aside, you get 4 ducks to choose from, all with their strengths and weaknesses. The ducks evolve 3 times across 3 locations. The first evolution happens on the farm where the duck looks like, an actual duck. The second evolution happens in London where we can see the ducks becoming mutants. Personally, I stand Athletic Duck's second evolution. The third evolution takes place on Easter Island where the ducks show us their final form. Apparently it's canon that the flying duck becomes a bird at its final evolution. And I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to fight the strength duck. I mean, look at those abs. After beating all those races, it seems like this wacky game would end soon. But surprise! There is a 4th and final world where apparently we're in space. There is only one race where we fight the Supreme Duck. Girls get rejected by guys looking like this. On the final race, well, let's just say it's epic. And yes, those are Domocons. This game came out in 2011. This game is so weird looking back. Like, is it morally ethical to force a duck to transform into a bird? I don't know. I'm not a philosopher, but maybe the next game has the answer. In February 2012, we would finally get the answer we all deserved. About a year after the end of Duck Life 3, genetically modified ducks were banned, and probably for the best. However, one racer reigns supreme. You get to select a duck and try to topple the reign of the super volcano duck. This game is probably my favorite out of the bunch I played when I was younger. It features a lot of things to do and a lot more races to compete in. You got tournaments, regular races, high paying races, and don't forget, you can have up to 6 ducks in the game. 6 times the ducks, 6 times the pain. There are 6 worlds that you can travel to. The grasslands are where you start off, and it's all about running and all that crap. The swamp, or as I like to nickname it, South Florida. It's a dark and damp location where swimming reigns supreme. The mountains are where flying is critical. And by the way, I just love the music for this world's training session. Ooh, yes! Oh, it's so good. The glacier is about climbing high in the sky. Plus there is that one duck that you can't have any flying skill to compete against them. Why? The city, or as my homies call it, downtown San Diego, is where jumping and pogo sticks reign supreme. I guess it works somehow? The tournament takes place on a cruise ship, so I guess that's cool. And of course, we can't forget the final world, the volcano. Ah, yeah. You must beat some racers to get the keys to blow up the volcano so you can challenge the fire duck. You finally challenge him, and the most badass race happens. You finally win, you finally saved the world, you beat the game! By the way, can we just admire how his shop is open literally right next to an active volcano? I admire the shop owner's dedication, but I feel kinda concerned about owning a shop right next to a volcano. Let's be real, you only thought 4 Duck Life games existed. But here's a fun fact, they made 4 more. And again, let's be real about this, you never heard nor cared about these games existing. In 2014, they released Duck Life Treasure Hunt, which is an endless runner following your duck finding treasure using these strange Aztec power-ups. Hey, I kinda heard this premise before. As stated by the Duck Life fandom wiki, yes it exists, this game has gameplay similar to Jetpack Joyride, so if you played that game, yay. This game is forgettable, I haven't played this one in years nor do I even care to play it, but I remember there being microtransactions where you can get coins or gems, whatever they're called, to buy hats and power-ups. Yep, it's one of those games. Duck Life Space takes place after the end of Treasure Hunt, where it takes place in space. Taking a look at the gameplay, it looks oddly similar to Duck Life 4, and apparently there's an alien duck. Duck Life Battle is, I'm guessing, a game where ducks fight each other, RPG style. I guess they're fighting each other now because racing is too boring, I suppose. Finally, the most recent release, Duck Life Adventure, where it's a mix of Duck Life Battles and Duck Life 4. And that's where we are today. I haven't played the 3 recent Duck Life games, so I'm not sure if they're good or not, but I know that the first 4 games are absolute gold. So much so that there was actually a legacy collection released on the App Store a couple of years ago that I played on my iPad a lot. The most recent games look kinda cool though, so maybe one day I'll play them for old time's sake, but now is not the time for me, I suppose. Duck Life is a weird series that is still somehow going on YouTube to this day. I remember my classmates were playing this game in the computer lab when we were doing typing class on ABCya. It was truly a good time, but has the series aged well? I think so, yeah. They are short, taking a minimum of like 30 to 40 minutes to beat the first 3 games on their own in my opinion, but they are nice time wasters when class and work get boring, so I suppose it's nice. Ultimately, with Flash being dead for almost 2 years now, oh my goodness, it is a little bit harder to play these games again. However, Blue Maxima Flashpoint is here to save the day. It has all the Flash Duck Life games saved on the archive so you can play them again. I'm not sponsored by these people, but it's just such a cool project, please check it out. So anyway, my brothers and sisters, go in peace. Make sure you don't genetically modify animals because you will get whatever this is.